This is my son's electronic keyboard, and I've always fancied learning to play it somehow, but my ability is pretty limited, as I'm about to demonstrate. I've decided to use some of my sort of inventive abilities and my computer skills to see if I can work out some way of helping myself to learn to play better. So I've come up with something which I think is quite interesting. What I've done is I've found this small computer program which will convert sheet music into an electronic impulse program. What it does is you scan the sheet music and then you put that into a data program, and it generates pulses which the keyboard can understand. And this keyboard has a sort of a function called a MIDI function. I've called this my automatic pianoforte remote interactive linked function offering optimum learning. It's a bit of a long title, but I think it sort of explains it. So let me show you how it works and how perhaps it can help me. Okay, well, the first thing we have to do is scan some sheet music into the computer using this scanner. So sheet music on the flatbed and press scan. Now that's scanning the sheet music into an OCR optical character reading program. Right, we've now got the sheet music scanned into the computer, as you can see on screen, I hope. And the next step is to convert that to digital information that the MIDI unit in the keyboard will understand. So now I'm going to run that through my conversion program. And what I'm doing here is bringing up my conversion program, and we're going to turn this into digitized information that the keyboard will understand. Okay, and now I hope you can see on screen my Mixpad and recording conversion program. This is going to enable me to turn everything into digitized information. Right, now I'm going to transfer that information onto a dongle so that I can put it on the laptop, which is how I'm going to communicate with the keyboard. Now, as part of this, I've also had to make some modifications to the keyboard, and what I've done is I've put some very small, under the keys perhaps you can just see these black squares. Can you see little black squares all the way along? Now these are little tiny electromagnetic servos which have come from those dogs that jump and turn over, and they're very powerful, but they're almost instantly reactive. The purpose of these will become clear in a little while after I've downloaded the digitized music to the MIDI player. Okay, what I'm now going to do is input the data from the dongle into this program. There we go, and the program is reading the dongle, and that's creating a digitized file through this little program here, which is called Snagit, which just means it grabs things and copies it digitally. So now what we're going to do is connect this this cable from the computer to the keyboard, and see if I can find a socket there, into the MIDI socket, and that should mean that the laptop and the keyboard are now talking to each other electronically. You'll also notice that that's woken up the keyboard's electronic data display, which has a keyboard along the bottom, and it shows input, timing, different instruments, etc. And that shows that the keyboard and the laptop are talking to each other. Well, now we come to the other element of this, the other part of the electronics. Now these are ordinary rubber gloves, but I don't know whether you can see, attached to the inside of every finger there is, can you see a metallic, there's a self-adhesive metallic pad, and this is what's going to interact with the servos that are installed under the fitted under the keypads. So now what we need to do is put on the gloves. So now they are with the little where are you? With the little silver pads inside. Not sure you can see those, and then go back to the keyboard and start the program. Incidentally, what we now have is on the music rest the same music that's digitised into the laptop. So theoretically, the more you practice this piece, the more your brain will relate to the music, a little bit like learning how to touch type. So now the idea is we're going to start the computer program, start the keyboard, and I have to admit I have been playing a little bit with this system, and we'll see what happens when the servos under the keypads start attracting the metallic strips in the fingers. So here we go, start up the program and start the keypad, and this is what we should get. And as you can see, it's not perfect and there's a bit more practicing to go, but in essence it sort of seems to work. So there we have it, the automatic Pianoforte remote interactive linked function offering optimum learning. And I think now all I've got to do is go back to my practicing, so catch you later. Program and